For many, this Christmas will be spent with family and friends, but for some, they'll be isolating either as close contacts or having caught the virus themselves. After travelling to Tasmania for a short holiday, two friends have found themselves in hotel quarantine after testing positive to COVID. Joining me live now from hotel quarantine in Hobart are Josh Martin and Martin Wood. Thank you both for your time. How are you both feeling?
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, we're pretty good considering, so yeah.
So you're not feeling too unwell. Did you have many symptoms?
Neither of us. We were probably, because we were a group of five, we were probably the best off symptoms-wise. Like, we probably had our worst of it probably last night or 2 nights ago. But we're pretty symptomatic-free at the moment.
Yeah, I've got sort of a bit of an itchy throat and a little bit of a cough here and there. So I think comparative to most people, we've done pretty well in terms of symptoms and coping with it. So, yeah, I think we've been pretty lucky. But, yeah, it's been definitely, a bit of a shock, and we weren't expecting it. So, yeah, a bit unfortunate that it's happened at this time, but what can we do?
Very much so. Talk me through when you flew to Hobart and where did you go in Tasmania before testing positive?
Oh, okay. So we flew into Hobart on the 18th and we hired a car from the airport straight away. So we essentially went a fair bit around Tassie. We went to Mona on the first day, Mount Wellington for the sunset. We went to Wineglass Bay, Cradle Mountain, most of the sort of, touristy sort of Tassie sites. Thankfully a lot of them were outdoors. So in terms of infecting others, we sort of, went back through our steps and were like, it's pretty unlikely that we got, a fair few people, but still, we went around a fair bit. And I think that, all 5 of us in the car have tested positive and that, we've all been in pretty close contact the entire time. So it's no wonder that happened. But, hopefully, we haven't infected too many other people just because we've, as you can see from the images, we've sort of been outdoors most of the time.
Does look like you had a great time before this. When did you start to feel unwell and then test positive?
It was probably the day of the flight, actually. So we was due to return on Wednesday, and basically 2 out of the 5 of us started feeling sick. So we thought, to be safe, all of us would take rapid tests, and 2 of us came back positive. So we didn't want to risk going on that plane knowing that we could be infectious, even though we us to return a negative test. So we didn't want to risk ruining the rest of the plane's Christmas. So we decided to call the authorities, and from there we just got transferred to quarantine.
Do you know how you caught COVID?
No, we're not sure at all. No, because we only started feeling sick, the last day of the trip, so the 4th day.
And how long do you have to stay in hotel quarantine and how are you passing the time?
Yeah, that's been a really interesting one. We've had a lot of long phone calls with Tas Health, our COVID liaison officer. It's been an interesting sort of journey, and everyone's been really, really nice and really wonderful in terms of, making us feel at home, especially this time of year. Essentially, the rule is if you test positive, you have to isolate for a minimum of 10 days. In terms of when the start date is for that 10 days, we're not sure. We've sort of been told it's a sort of mixture of when you test positive for COVID, when you originally get symptoms. So we're not quite sure when the start of that 10 days is. We're trying to get clarification on that whilst we're here. But, having said that, this is only the sort of 2nd or 3rd day. We initially got moved straight into the travel lodge in Hobart. And we spent sort of a day and a half, 2 days there. And then last night, myself and Marty and then another friend of ours got moved here, which is, I think, the Tasmanian Uni student accommodation. So Marty and I sort of, we're rooming together and, it's been good. We don't know sort of what to do during the day. Watching a lot of TV, a lot of screen time. So we'll have to get creative, but 5 days of the test match should help with that. So, we'll see what happens.
It certainly should. Well, hopefully the time passes quickly and you both continue to feel relatively well. I know it's not ideal over the festive season, but Merry Christmas and all the best. And thank you, Josh and Martin, for your time.
Thanks so much.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Bye.